Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Adam, and in today's video, at a subscriber request, I'm going to go through all the VHS tapes I own. Now, I'm not really a VHS collector, don't get me wrong here. Yes, I had VHS tapes back in the day. I had about 400 of them and got rid of the lot for the DVDs when they came out, which I ended up getting rid of those for Blu-rays. But I did actually retain one VHS tape for some nostalgic weird reason, which is still here. I still have it, but all the other ones that I've showed you I've kind of accumulated over the years, not because, like I say, I watched them or anything like that. It started off as nostalgic reasons, and I'll get into it as we go through. But I actually found myself last couple of weeks ago purchasing about 50 VHS tapes, and I am actively looking for one. So let's go through the ones that I do have, and when I do eventually get that one that I'm looking for, I'll do another video just on that one. So the only reason I still have it is because of COVID. It's the Hannibal Special Edition box set. I bought this at a car boot in about 2017, 2018. And I had it up until COVID, and then it had to go in storage at my mom's because I simply couldn't take it with me. And that's the only reason I still have it. And I'm glad that that happened, because I probably would have gotten rid of it, you know, during the move, rather than send it off to my mom's. So, I mean, it's a really nice box set, really weighty. It's got heavy shit in here. It is the widescreen version. Look at that artwork. That is just a scary cover. Probably one of the scariest covers or creepiest. The creep factor, definitely. Yeah. So let's pop her open, shall we? So inside, you've got the journal Hannibal, and this is a book basically written by the crew who made the film, and their adventures, their diaries that they made on sets, you know, filming the film. Interesting stories, really. It's like a day by day compiled by this dude here, Rob Harris. Worth a read if you love the film. It also contains the original motion picture soundtrack by Hans Zimmer, if you can say that. There's quite a few tracks on here. There's only a few that he's actually composed. If I can try and get the book out, I'll go through the track listing. But it has got an insert fold-out thing here. But it's all written very small and strange. It's hard to read the track listing, I think, because of the way it's kind of written on the back of the CD, which it's got the red in the title. I'll just do that way you can see what I mean. It's like your eyes don't really. It's like, what am I looking at? The red is the title, the white is the song. You know, not easy. So there's that. And then, of course, finally, we get to the actual VHS tape, the reason for the video. And again, creepy-ass cover. It's the widescreen version. I actually have checked this tape out. I have watched it. When I did my Hannibal review, I actually played this and recorded like a couple of minutes, and was really surprised at the quality on VHS on my system. So there's the front cover. Hello, Clarice. And then there's the back. Really cool. Yeah, I keep this now because it's kind of more just a collection thing. I'm not in, like, I don't keep things just to collect, by the way. I mean, clearly I do, but I actually want to watch the VHS tape now that I've got a decent setup, that I can watch VHS in a decent way. I was really surprised. Like, the color is there. Obviously, the sharpness and the detail isn't. It's not 4K, it's not Blu-ray, it's not even DVD quality. But it's an analog source of that film. You know, like the laser discs are analog in nature. You know, DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K are all digital in nature. This is an analog source. It didn't come out on Laserdisc, so that's the only way to watch in an analog way. And there are advantages to watching analog video. So that's why I'm now glad that I've kept it, and I would actually go ahead and watch it. It is in widescreen, so you're losing a lot more resolution to the picture, but you know, it does honestly look decent on my setup. And if I'll put some video here, you know, if you want. So let's get on now. The main reason I still have VHS tapes is mainly for this very set that I'm about to show you. In fact, there was a YouTuber who started me off on the whole thing, you know. His name was Nathan P. Butler, and he's got basically about 500 versions of 3 or 6 films, and that is the Star Wars films. This is the full screen edition of the special edition trilogy. Now, the reason I got the full screen is because I bought this at a time that I had Laserdisc, the widescreen edition of the special edition trilogy that's just out of, you know, view there. So I didn't want the widescreen version. That is the one I had though as a kid. I wanted to get the full screen because it takes full advantage of the full height and full width of the VHS format to get the best picture quality versus the widescreen version, which loses the top and the bottom picture just a blackness, so you lose in resolution. So I thought that this would be an interesting, it's pan and scan, but it'd be an interesting way to watch these films, and it would sit well on the shelf basically. So this is I purely got it for the reason of nostalgic reasons of wanting it to own it again, even though this wasn't the edition I had, but nostalgic reasons, and then I thought it might be cool to watch. I have watched this and it does look cool. I haven't watched it on my system yet though. I watched it on my old system and it still looked cool. So there's the front cover. I love that artwork. Honestly, absolutely beautiful artwork. There's the tape, and there is the back. No, lovely jabbly. Yeah, like I said, that's the reason why I started getting these, and then it kind of spiraled from there. Empire Strikes Back. MF's THX digitally remastered. Probably, you know, yeah, the best way to see the theatrical versions of the special edition before Lucas went and changed them again for the DVD and again for the Blu-ray. This is my favorite cover. I think Drew Struzan has done a beautiful job on all these covers. I absolutely love. Look at that. Look at that. Hey, look at that maca. Beautiful. There's the back cover. Old Luke with his green light. And there's the tape. I don't know if I showed it or not. So yeah, that was the reason I bought this set, was just to basically nostalgic reasons. I didn't have the full screen editions and I wanted to see what they look like on VHS. And then once I got this set, it triggered me. Right? I was triggered. Okay? Because I remember having a certain edition of Star Wars on VHS, and I remember going to buy them at the HMV store when they first came out. Now, I bought them all separately, individually, on the shelf, together at the same time, but they didn't come in this cool box set. And that is the original THX Mastered Trilogy. So, this is the widescreen edition of all the original 3 films with just the THX mastering done to it. You can see there, THX digitally mastered. So, not as, you know, ruined as the special editions were. And yeah, this is the front cover. I remember seeing this and being so excited because I could see Star Wars in widescreen at home for the first time. And this is before those special editions came out. We didn't know back then. I gotta say, I do actually prefer the American way of having a VHS. I don't like the plastic cases. They take up a lot of space. Oh, hello. Hey, there's artwork on the inside here. Oh, hello. Yeah, oh no, I think I didn't know about this. Let me get it out so you can see it. Look at this. There is artwork on the inner side. All the posters, it looks like, for around the world. That's pretty cool. I didn't realize that. That's so cool. And there's the tape. Widescreen. So, yeah, this is, you know. And then, of course, after I got this set, I went and got another set. I actually have got these versions 3 times on VHS. Not this set, though. Just these versions, which I'll explain as we go. So there's the Empire Strikes Back. Again, widescreen, THX mastered, all that beautiful stereo sound, though. So, just the stereo. Done. I need to get a better camera, I feel, for doing this sort of shit. Because this camera is just wank. Let's have a look at the inside. There's the tape. I don't know what it is about showing the tapes. People love to see the tapes. There's the tape. And then, of course, the artwork. That's what I like. Let's check this out. Look at this puppy. Oh, yeah, buddy. That's what you came for, innit? Coming soon to a rodeo? To a radio near you. I thought it said a rodeo. The Star Wars rodeo. Yeehaw! Come on. Tame that Chewbacca down. Like, imagine that. A Star Wars themed rodeo. Yes, please. You know, with the bull. There's a guy dressed up as Han Solo and the bull is looking like Chewbacca or Darth Vader. Like, how cool and funny would that be? There's Return of the Jedi. Luke's got his green saber there. Oh, yeah, Luke. We know you kissed your sister, mate. We know you did that, you dirty dog. The sticker seems to be coming away on some of these tapes. It's very easy to peel away by the looks of it. But there it is. I actually will go through and watch some of these. Not like for the recording of this video, but I will in the future kind of just have a sit down and a chill. Oh, look at you got the Revenge. Oh no, it's not. It's that's the original Revenge of the Sith poster, but it's in a bloody different language, isn't it? Regresso del Jedi, or whatever that means. But yeah, one day I will go through and just chill with these and just check them out, just see what they're like. You know, I'll take some pictures, put them in the Discord or something for those that appreciate it. Smell burning. Right, so there's that one, and then this is the other set, which I believe is the full screen edition of what we've just seen. So it's these 3. These are all separates, but they do have a little advert for George Lucas interview, which is also on these tapes. So, and it's got slightly a different cover than the first one. Obviously, because it's not in widescreen. The back is the same, though. And the fuck? Power Rangers. The artwork there's artwork on the inside as well. There's the tape. But there is inner artwork, and it's not for Star Wars. The inner artwork is for any film that 20th Century Fox did. You've got Miracle on 34th Street. You've got Mrs. Doubtfire, Baby's Day Out, Power Rangers, and The Sound of Music. Let's just flog as much as we can, is what the thinking, I think, is there. Still the THX mastered ones, but yeah. Done. That's that one. I'm running out of room here. I'm gonna have to start putting them somewhere. This is the 3rd time I've recorded this, because the first time I ballsed up, but the second time I looked at the camera and it turned off, and I was talking to myself for like 10 minutes before I realized. So there is Empire Strikes Back there. Again, different cover. I think this is the Japanese artwork on the front cover. What you'd get on the Laserdisc from Japan. The inner artwork is exactly the same, so I'm not going to show you that. It's exactly the same as what was in the first tape. So again, I never got these really to watch, or as I want to collect all these. It was really nostalgia that prompted me to get a set. And now that I got a system that's really like reference, it's like I kind of actually want to see now what these look like, because I think they might look pretty cool. THX, you know, doped up and that. Obviously not the full screens. Well, they will actually look better than the widescreens, but you need the full picture, don't you? So that's those two initial sets. Well, three initial sets. One of the special edition, and then two of the old style, which will stay with that version. I'll show you the third version I've got, which is a bit of a beast. This actually might have been the first one I got, and that's what spurred it. I can't remember. But it's the Super Class Executor tin. So this is like a metal tin, special edition, contains those versions that we just saw, the widescreen versions, I believe. And pop it open, and it's got this embossed Star Wars. It's a plastic cover, like that. So you pop open the power, the magic opens, and this is what you get inside, basically. It's the definitive collection. THX digitally mastered. The ultimate experience for every Star Wars fan. And it says on here, might need my glasses, THX digitally mastered letterbox versions of the 3 Star Wars movies in the original aspect ratio of 2.35 to 1. Over 5 hours of additional supplementary materials, which includes the following, and this is the cool part: the making of the Star Wars documentary, which wasn't on the DVD set, and I'm not sure if it was on the Blu-ray set. SPFX Empire, the making of The Empire Strikes Back, which was on the Blu-ray set. Classic Creatures, the making of Return of the Jedi, which previously the only way to get those was a separate VHS and Laserdisc release. Then you've got From Star Wars to Jedi, the making of a saga, which was on the Blu-ray set, as well as the Creatures one. You've got the original teaser and release trailers for all 3 films, interviews with George Lucas, which were on those other tapes, sound advice and interview with Ben Burt, How the Walkers Walk, the stop-motion workshop footage narrated by Dennis Murin. I think that was on the Blu-ray, I'm not sure. The Flight Through the Asteroids, a storyboard comparison. The ABCs of Jedi Effects, an interview with Dennis Murin, which that's the first time I've heard of that one. Jedi Videomatics, a moving storyboard narrated by Ken Ralston, whoever he is. Lap Tie Neck, the music video from Jabba's Palace. The music video! With also the complete scripts to all 3 films. Exclusive edition of the 3 movie scripts. Exclusive quality art prints of matte paintings used in the films. 3 exclusive prints of John Alvin's new art for the Star Wars movies. Individually numbered certificate of authenticity featuring new Darth Vader art. Man, I can't wait to look at this now. All housed within a handsome S-Executor black metal box featuring the emblem of the Galactic Empire. Embossed into the lid, which is there, which nobody really saw in the movies until The Force Awakens. That was the first time. And this came out in the 90s, so like JJ didn't create like the New Order, designs. It's also it was only ever printed in a run of 20,000. That was it. So let's have a look, shall we? So there's your new Darth Vader art. That's it. With the 3 covers. I think there was supposed to be something in here. This is the authenticity, I think, thing. I've got number 8832. Now, I want to talk quickly about limited edition pressings, especially on Laserdisc and VHS. When they make these masters, especially on Laserdisc, they create what's called a first stamper. And that first stamper can go on to stamp out about 10,000 ones, and those kids that the stamper hat makes is what you buy in the shop. Now, the first one is the sharpest and the cleanest because it has the strongest signal, because they build up a layer of nickel over time. So the first one stamped is always the best, and the last one stamped, you know, is not as good as the first one. That's why they only do 10,000 in a single run, or maybe even 20,000, because after that, it's like too weak a signal on the disc. The laser will never pick it up, and it's pointless after that. They have to create a new master stamper to be able to stamp out like another 10 or 20,000. So the fact that you get a limited run of a laser disc or a VHS even is actually meaning you're getting it in better quality than a one that's way off, you know, beyond the... So the fact that I've got 8,832, if somebody had a 20,000 one, theirs wouldn't probably look as nice if it was a laser disc. Anyway, with that out of the way, here is the scripts. They're all in one book, sadly. It's not divided up into 3 films, but all the scripts in one heavy, big, fat book. Oh, hello, was that a picture I saw, sir? We got some poster artwork again. This is what was repeated, I believe. Oh, look at that. Oh, yes, please. That's what was repeated for the Blu-ray, I believe. For the internal artwork. They just grabbed it probably from this. More posters, if I can turn the page. Oh, what everybody remembers, isn't it? The artwork for the films. It's back. Star Wars. Star Wars. Empire Strikes Back. Love these pictures. I better get a wriggle on. This video is going to be like 3 hours long, because we've got loads left to go, and we're still on bloody Star Wars. Return of the Jedi. And then one final one there. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So yeah, all the scripts are in here. Let me put this somewhere where it's not going to fall over. Then we've got the definitive collection, it says here. The program of contents. You think I already read it off? No. This is it. This is what should be on the top, to be honest. So, what is inside? Basically, what is on every tape. There is 4 tapes, by the looks of it, in here. And so, on the one page, you have the 3 films, and that is everything that is on the 3 tapes. I'm not sure if it's focusing to pick that up. I apologize. And then on the other one, you've got this with the other 2 tapes, and that. It's kind of pointless, this, isn't it? You can't read it. What a shit camera I've got. I'm not going to read through everything. It's basically on the Star Wars tape, which is this one. That's the artwork for it. You know, pretty bland, to be honest. Pretty plain looking. Just, I suppose, classic is what they were trying to go for. And then, like, the American style, you know, tape. The exact same tape in the widescreen set, probably. But this one has the film, as well as the making of documentary, the original theatrical trailer, TV spots, more trailers of the re-release, war stories, an interview with George Lucas, the Star Wars gallery narrated by Ralph McQuarrie, and a tour of Lucasfilm archives conducted by archivist Don Byes and R2-D2. And then it's got the same for Empire Strikes Back, but with Empire Strikes Back related behind the scenes. How long is this bloody tape? It says 215 minutes runtime. So it's like a 4-hour tape. Wow. So yeah, it's just so you basically you can have little fights, can't you, with the like that basically. So you got that. Again, I gotta put this somewhere safe. And then you got the Return of the Jedi one with the green, the master one. And this one's a runtime of 202 minutes. And the back is just the same as the others. Boring. And it's got all the Jedi related stuff on there. There's actually quite a lot on each tape, believe it or not. But that's not all. There is a fourth tape with from Star Wars to Jedi. It's got the making behind the scenes secrets of the most spectacular trilogy in motion picture history. It's got all three sabers on it, and it witnessed the making of the trilogy. I actually don't know what's on here. I don't think I've ever watched it, to be honest. It is 62 minutes long, so I think it's just that one documentary. I'll have to whack that out. Now, sadly, I believe this is NTSC, to be honest. So, I don't know if it'll play on my system. It's not a PAL set. This came from an American... This was only sold in America. So, yeah. So this one truly, for me, is more of, you know, collecting, because it's such a cool set. And I think this was what triggered me to get all the other shit, to be honest. I thought there was something else. I thought there was, like, pictures and shit, but I guess not. I'm sure that, yeah, art cards. So, hang on. Where's all the... Oh, I might have... Shit. Did I take them out and not return them? There's no art cards. There used to be art cards in here. I don't know where the art cards are gone. We've been robbed. There was art cards in here, to be fair. I don't know where they are. Somebody's fucking robbed me. Let me just make sure it's not hiding under the whole plastic tray thing. Nope. Don't know what happened there. Weird. And I've probably taken them out to use them for something and forgot to return them, I think. I don't know. So, let me put that... Yeah. So that's that, basically. The Executor tin. I don't know if you can find this on eBay anymore. Probably. I don't know how much it goes for. No idea, but it's a very cool set. And very heavy, I must say. Very heavy, mate, for it. Right, so that's that. So we've got more Star Wars to go, though. Forgot to put that in. Put it in later. So then I was on a Star Wars roll here. Once I got the gold one, I think, which is actually, I think, the third one I got, because I saw this and thought this was so cool. I thought I had two of these. It looks like I've only got one. And that is the Special Edition Star Wars Trilogy with the plastic up and down that you can turn around and place on any side for a different look every time, you know? So you can have it on this side, so where it might look like that, you know? Or you can turn it... Oh no, this is not the one with the bottom. So I had another set which had the bottom bit showing, that you could then just have just the TIE Fighter showing, and not Darth. This is the stripe going down the middle set. So the one at the bottom was the widescreen edition, I think. This must be the full screen then. I don't know where that other set's gone. I did have it. You could probably see it in the background of old Fighting Fantasy videos. But again, the artwork on these is just like that full frame special edition, except in a black and white scheme. So, where were we? Star Wars, New Hope. Bit more naffy. I think this came out in 2000, but it's a bit more naffy than the other special edition set, because it's just a small piece of artwork, you know, with the white, black. I think it's like, let's make it look classy. Okay. Oh, and the tape doesn't come out from the bottom; it comes out from the side, and it's got a white label on it for some reason. And the tape hasn't been rewound. Rip that. That would have been me, though. This one, unfortunately, is sealed, so I can't show you the tape, sadly. I'm not going to undo the wrapping on it either, because I'll never watch this set. I've got the special edition already to watch on VHS if I want. This was purely to be an absolute knob by going, I want them all, you know? The Empire Strikes Back. Yeah. I don't know. It does look pretty nice, but I can't imagine me ever gonna use this. And if somebody who I knew had a VHS player and actually wanted to buy this or wanted it because they wanted to watch them or something, I'd probably just go, yeah, here you go, mate, because this ain't ever gonna get watched. This is purely display only, which, you know. So that one's that. Yeah, running out of room. And then we've got three more sets of Star Wars to go. So let's do the prequels first, shall we? So, oh, hello. He's jizzed on that a bit. There's a bit of stickiness to that one. So, yeah, so after getting those, you know, original three, I wanted to get all 6 in a row. So we've got The Phantom Menace on VHS, which is different to the DVD cut. This is the more truer to the theatrical version, although I think it has got slight changes. I've also got, you know, as you know, on VCD, there's the back. There's no inner artwork. It's not reversible type of thing. It's just gold. And there's the tape in the black font. Episode 1. The start of Anakin's whinging. And then, of course, you got Attack of the Clones 2. This one's a bit dusty, to be honest. I should have give this a wipe down or something first. But Attack of the Clones 2 Special Edition VHS includes exclusive deleted scenes, Star Wars Connections featurette with R2-D2 and C-3PO, explaining the entire saga, in case you need that. And there's the back. Very nice, my friend. And then again, black. There's the tape. And gold. Got the old gold trim. Cha-ching. And sadly, that is it for the goldness of these two. Because, and I believe these are UK. I guess they just stopped doing the gold shit. Because for Revenge of the Sith, it's just a see-through plastic normal tape. I guess they just thought, you know what, VHS, who's watching this anymore? Nobody's watching VHS anymore. Let's just forget it. Not for rental. You can't even rent it. Nothing on the inside. There's the pack. You know what I mean. There's the tape. This one has been rewound. I have actually watched this tape. You know. So yeah, there's the 3 thingies. They actually sit up there, my friends. So I'm just going to put them back. And Pac-Man's guarding them, so. Right. Another set. Now, this one is the one that I watch more frequently because it is closer to the original trilogy than the THX sets we've seen. Those 3 sets we've already seen. And it's the original trilogy. This is also available on Laserdisc, which is evidently sought after if you get the right version. Because if you get the right version, you have got a really nice Star Wars, you know, set. If you get the wrong version, everything starts shrinking on you, evidently. I don't know. And it's a bit more rotted or something. But yeah, I do actually really like these covers. This is the widescreen edition as well. So I really do like that. I used to have the Laserdisc full screen version of this cut of the film. And then the tape is just your plain basic. Just says Star Wars. Doesn't say episode whatever. And the crawling credits, I believe, doesn't say episode whatever. It just says Star Wars. To know that it is Star Wars. And then you got Empire Strikes Back. Beautiful artwork. I mean, why has that not been used again on Empire Strikes Back? It's so, like, cinematic. Romanticized, you know? And obviously, you got, I forgot to start showing you them sides people likes. And this one again just says Empire Strikes Back. It doesn't say Star Wars Episode 5, you know, 4, 3. It's just The Empire Strikes Back, because that's what it was. And then Return of the Jedi, which kind of looks a bit faded, to be fair. It's the coloring looks a bit weird, but I think that's what it's supposed to be, you know, with the old Star Destroyers, you know, in the letterbox formats. CBS Fox, basically. And then you got Return of the Juby. Yeah, so that set, I actually have watched all 3 tapes. And I'm looking forward to watching them again on this setup. But yeah, that one is what I would watch if I wanted to watch the original, like, non-digital version. If I wanted to watch an analog version of the original trilogy, that's the set I watch. So that's that. And then finally, this is kind of... I don't understand this set, to be honest, because it's kind of the same, and it isn't in widescreen. It's kind of the same as this set, right? Because it's a weird one. It's this set digitally remastered, but not as THX. So you've got the Star Wars digitally remastered set, but it doesn't say THX anywhere on it. It's not a THX digitally remastered set. It's kind of like a cleaner version of these, you know, but not the THX shit. And again, it's got more adverts. I think it came out after that other set because the label is a bit different. I think it has got artwork on the inside. So I'll show you the first one, but I have a feeling it's the same for all 3. Out of this world, all the alien related content you can get. Predator, The Abyss, you know, Alien, Planet of the Apes, anything sci-fi. Let's just throw it in. Maybe something will catch, you know, when they go and buy this. I do like, though, it's nice and foiled on the Star Wars wording. That is really nice. So that's the first film. And then you got The Empire Strikes Back. Look at that artwork. Very much the same as that other box we saw. Oh, hello. We've got a sticker here on the back, my friends. HMV 1099. I think I picked these up from a car boot, in all honesty. So it wasn't me who bought these from the shop, you know. I would have whipped that sticker straight off. But yeah, it's a bit of a weird set, you know. What year did it come out? Does it have a year on it? Not that I can see with my old age eyes. And then Return of the Jedi, which looks totally different. Totally different to anything else. It almost looks like the Disney version, you know, with the Ewoks and Yoda. And there's the back with old Palpy and Luke. And again, the tape. Oops, sorry about that. You've just gone deaf, haven't you? Right, so that's basically all the Star Wars shit now. We're past Star Wars, okay? Right, so a few more now to go through. This one, I wanted the case for it, so this next one doesn't come in a case. I got it. I did actually acquire this off eBay whenever I bought it. Not recently, not this year. I can't actually remember when, but I have used the cover to replace a damaged cover that I got sent of a film that I did buy this year off eBay for a review video, but the video never came in time. So this one, I've not replaced the cover, and it's Bravehearts. It's actually still sealed, and I'll never watch it. I don't actually know where I got this from. I don't remember. Probably a car boot. I probably bought it because it was sealed at a car boot, most likely. Like, I can't remember the year I bought this or why I kept it. But I think I wanted because it's it is actually in mint condition. So I think I got it as a representation of VHS or something. I don't know. But I have taken that case because this case for this film is my original VHS that I personally bought back in the day, which I then replaced with the widescreen DVD. But I kept the VHS just because I don't know why. This is the only one I didn't give away or I didn't sell in the original lot, and that's Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. I remember going to the cinema to watch this. This film I really enjoyed it at the cinema. It was an adventure film. I was like 13 or something. And I really did enjoy it. And I think this artwork is spectacular. I love the green sort of Coronation Street almost, type of sign at the top, with Kevin Costner, the burning flame. Like, that is, to me, that is so cool. And the Laserdisc looks exactly like it. I do actually want the Laserdisc. Even though I've got this on Blu-ray probably. And yeah, it's no artwork on the inside, and I have watched it. I have actually tested it on this system for footage to put in a VHS video somewhere. And again, surprised at the quality of this, like how good it actually looks. It's full screen, it's not widescreen, but yeah, this case, the original case to this film, was buggered beyond belief. So I basically stole William Wallace's case and saved Robin Hood. So that's the original case of Braveheart. So this one, I love the film and I love the artwork again, but this is completely beat up, burnt. It looks like somebody has hated this case, and it's just completely been, I don't want to say it, but it's the film JFK. I got this for the review of the 4K disc, but it never arrived in time because I wanted to actually show like this artwork, and a VHS version in the review, but it never showed up in time. So, and then it did. So, yeah, but it's completely beat up. I think the postman hated it or something. It's completely knackered, but again, the artwork, nostalgic reasons, I love it for some reason, and I remember this film, Dances with Wolves and Robin Hood, just the artwork on those three releases on VHS have always struck a chord with me for whatever reason. I don't know. Oh, God. The tape inside. Yeah, I, again, don't know why I still have this, to be honest. But this one, there's another two I want to get to complete my personal little joke of a set between, so there's this film Fantasia, there's Home Alone, and then there's Ghost. When these got first released, I was like 11 I must have been 12. 1991 or 92, I think it was. I was about 12 or 13, basically. A kid, And these were in BHS, which is a store that's since shut down. And they were actually right by the front door, to be honest, all on a stand. And it says $13.99 on the front cover. Look at that. Yeah. It says it's got a poster in it. Oh, no, it's got some shit inside. Hey up. And I basically walked in and into a plastic bag lifted Fantasia, Ghost, and Home Alone, right? Honestly. And I think I was with, I was with somebody. I don't want to mention and embarrass them and bring them into this. But it's got a little questionnaire, inside. The tape looks really nice. I do like the artwork on that. Classic blue. Anyway, yeah, and we got away scot-free with this until we got home. And this is your Fantasia proof of purchase. You can claim a free poster. I wonder if it's still active. Shall I send that off and see what happens? Yo, give me my poster, mate. Does it say open until offer it closes 1992? I just missed it. Yeah, got home and my mum was like, "Where'd you get these VHS tapes from?" Because obviously, like 12 or 13, ain't got any money. You know what I mean? It's got a lovely little booklet in here. Disney Home Video: A World of Enchantment Awaits You. Let's go check this out. It's got the Little Mermaid. I love the artwork on that Little Mermaid. That's the cover for me of the Little Mermaid. That is the one with the penis tower in there. And you've got some more like Robin Hood shit. No, it's not Robin Hood. It's Gummy Bears and Tailspin. Gummy bears, they're bouncing to and fro and everywhere. Da 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 da, can't compare. We are the gummy bears. They're not just a sweet, you know. It was a cartoon as well. Oh, now that is one I actually want to get. The Treasure of the Lost Lamp, DuckTales the movie. I remember that. Oh, God, man, this is so ace. And then you've got some Simply Mad About the House. What? Some music. I don't know what the fuck that is. Yeah, so my mum went nuts because obviously we're, you know, kids don't have money. Like, we didn't get, you know, pocket money back then. So we was in a lot of trouble for thieving, basically. So much that she called the neighbour in to have a go at us and tell us off. Oh, look at that, nice. And speak to us about the dangers of, you know, trying to scare us, basically. Oh, you're going to go to prison, all that shit. As they do, because they care. And that, I think that might have been the last time I actually stole something in my life. But actually, no, it wasn't the last time, sorry. Last week was a bunch of toilet paper. But yeah, Fantasia, love that film. I've got it on Laserdisc as well. I don't have it on like the DVD, the Blu-ray, and all that shit. But this is a fantastic film. Probably one of the best Disney films for me. So that's that. Now this next one, I've never seen it. I like the person, regardless what happened to him in his life. And I never got to see this series. It's a 2-tape thing. Look at the size of that sucker. It's Bob Martin. Michael Barrymore is Bob Martin. Now, it's got... The picture looks like you're looking through frosted glass. But you look at back here, and it doesn't look like it. But you come up close, and you realise, oh shit, yeah, it's frosted glass, mate. That's... he's holding all the questions. If only he knows the answers. I mean, imitating art there. This came out in 2000, I believe. This was before he had that unfortunate incident at his house. So this was before that, but kind of imitating art, I'd say. Fucking hell, you open it up. It's a 2 thing. I've never seen this series. I do actually want to watch it. Don't know what the quality of this is like in tape B and tape A. I'll just show you one of the tapes. But that's what it looks like. A VCI. Do you remember them? VCI. The distributor. Hey? God. Yeah, I will have to actually check this out. This is the only way I have this. I don't even know if this came out on DVD or if it's available anywhere else. But national treasure, I'd say, for Great Britain. And then, before I dive into what's down between my legs... VHS tapes, don't get excited. I've also got a blank VHS tape, still sealed. Again, got this for the VHS series that I'll be doing in the future, which probably most of these tapes will feature in as well. This one I showed, there's a VHS tape in here, so I'll show it off. But I have showed this off in another video, so I'm not going to go through the entire set. And that is the Friends on Video in London kind of little... whatever kind of thing it is. I didn't actually show the back at that video. I just realised. The wedding. The big fat wedding. And that's the front. I'm not going to go through the book again, but the tape. The one with the whole London wedding. The whole London wedding. So when this was on TV, it wasn't the whole wedding we saw. We saw the broadcast version, so we were missing like 20 minutes of the wedding, because it was a two-parter episode. So there was about, I think, about 12 to 15 minutes missing between that and the extended version. So it says with celebrity guest stars, Helen, I mean, basically the people who are in it. It's still sealed, in all honesty. I probably will never crack it open. But it does actually feature more than meets the eye on here. It doesn't say, oh yeah, it does 71 minutes, the runtime. So the episode itself, they were 22 minutes, so 45 minutes basically is the episode. So 45, the difference between 45 and 71 is what else is on here in terms of extra features, which is like behind the scenes shit. So actually I might crack that open to see what it is, but I have a feeling it's the same extras that are on that the DVDs anyway. So right, and the final bit to look at is the giant suitcase again. The Friends fucking 4 seasons in here. I can't even lift it, is what she said. Like, 4 seasons of Friends on VHS, right? So, quickly gonna go through these one by one so you can see them all. I love the artwork on the side there. That to me is Friends, the wording like that. That is beautiful, Friends. So tape 1, episodes 1 to 4, you know. I won't read out the episodes, that'll be lunatic. And I think on the inside it's, oh, it has got some, I'll show you the first one, but I think the artwork for the rest is exactly the same. This paper is very thin. Compared to all the other VHSs I've touched, this is very thin. Like, I can see through it thin. Very cheaply made, Warner Brothers. And there's the tape. So, even it's got the black at the top here. That's interesting. So yeah, so you know, you wanted to own this on VHS, you need a lot of room, because a single box set, 6 tapes. That's going to take up a lot of room on the shelf, isn't it? And then you got episodes 5 to 8, and that's the artwork that is on that set. Series 1. Nice pink colour. The first one was blue. Oh, it's got different inside artwork. So there was 2 types of artwork on the inside. I thought it was all the same. And that's the second one. Kind of saying, hey, season 5 is on the way. Come and get it, guys. Well, I haven't even got season 1 yet, mate. Let me, catch up yet. You've only just started releasing them. They were a bit late to the game, I'd say. Then we've got seasons 9 to 12, and that's the, seasons 9 to 12? What are you talking about, mate? Episodes 9 to 12? Season 1, mate. They didn't make bloody 12 seasons of Friends. The fuck? Oh, see, you can tell I'm getting tired. It's the same inside. I'm not going to show it. We're only halfway through season 1. Episode 13 to 16 in the green style with the pictures. Now, this is interesting because those pictures are from season 2. Not season 1, I believe. That's a bit weird. That's what they look like in season 2. And I know that because Chandler's hair. Look how short it is. It's all cut up. He had long hair in season 1. What's going on, my boys? Trying to pull a con job on us. Episodes 11 to 20 in the purple style. That's a little bit more better. Although, no, his hair's short still. These were taken in between season 1 and season 2. This was probably taken around the same time they filmed the music video. What was the first one again? I think there's a con job being pulled here. Yeah, all the pictures on season 1 on the VHS are all from actually after they filmed season 1. None of this is from, because he ain't got long hair on any of these. Fucking job, eh? And that's the last tape of season 1, 21 to 24. You can pause it if you want to see it. So that's season 1. And then you've got season 2, which I guess, yeah. So episodes 1 to 4 of season 2. And there's the back. And we'll have a look at the tape inside for the first one only. All the interior stuff is the same as it was on those other two, and I think it's true for the entire set. The spine's nice and green. Episodes 5 and to 8, I like that one. That one's pretty cool. It looks like cheese for some reason, I don't know why. But they're all in different shapes. And there's the back. And it's the kind of a brown color. They are pretty cool when you line them all up, because if we do line them all up, they've all got different colors, which these primary colors they carried on through the entire 10 seasons. You'll notice these line up with series 7. If we grab the first one. So this is the first one of series 7, and it's blue to line up with that. And it's the same with all these other ones. It's pretty cool how they kept the color coding going throughout the entire thing. By the way, I just want to say this, right? I love Friends, okay? I really like Friends. Where were we up to? 5 and 8. We were at the ship brown stained ones. So we did 5 and 8. Series 2, 9 to 12. I do love Friends, by the way. I've enjoyed this show from when it was first broadcast all the way to the last episode at season 10 when it was broadcast. I've seen them all on the telly, original broadcast, as well as on VHS, DVD. I haven't seen the Blu-ray. I haven't got the Blu-rays, but I have seen the quality of them. And I've seen the quality of the 4K, but again, don't have the 4K. So I'm going to move that mouse because this is going to burn me if I'm not careful. Anyway. Friends is the most unoriginal show ever written in the history of television. And that's coming from somebody who loves it. And I'll explain why I've just said that after season 2, episodes 13 and 16. If you go and watch 2 shows that predate Friends, okay, and that is all 9 series of the Roseanne show and 9 series of the Seinfeld show, you'll realize that every single Friends episode's plot was pulled from either one of those 2 shows. Like, every single one. Like, it's such a rip-off. And blatant as well. Like, blatantly obvious. Like, the characters in both those shows and what they go through is what happens in 10 series of Friends. There's no originality in this show, by the way, except for the way they did the jokes. This is episode 17 to 20, I believe. Series 2. But I do love it. I'd go to sleep listening to this every night. I think currently I'm on series like 8 or 9 or something. I can't remember. And then you've got 21 to 24. I like that picture. That's a nice one. So all different pictures for every single tape. So 6 pictures for a series. So the beginning of series 3 now. The artwork is exactly the same on the inside, so we won't go into that. But that's tapes or episodes 1 to 4. That's the artwork you get. And the back. And you'll notice that now it's changed. It's got the black banner. And then you've got 5 to 8, which is in the blue style. So many people, by the way, as well, right? Honestly. So, Mr. Heckler is in Seinfeld, right? And I really think Kramer is his, like, brother. Monica is in Seinfeld. She dates Jerry for an episode. There's so many people from Friends that appear in Seinfeld. It's crazy. That's this is 9 to 12 episodes of season 3. Front and back. 13 to 16 on the cover there. I quite like that. That's quite nice. This is the first time I've actually seen a lot of this artwork, because when I did that Friends video, I didn't get out every single tape, and I never have, to be honest. Oh, hello, it changes. I will show... Oh, well, this might have been the first one, actually. I'll just quickly show you this in case it... But I don't remember it looking like that. Now available to own on video. Watch out for more new volumes to collect soon. All 10 seasons you can get on VHS. They don't do anything special when you line them up, but they take up a lot of space. That's what the special thing they do. They drain your space. Series 3, episodes 17 to 20. Lovely pictures there. And the back. And all the spines are all the same, you know, apart from the color coding. And then the final tape of season 3, 21 to 25. So all the others, so far the first 2 seasons have had 24 episodes. This one has had 25, season 3. I never knew that. I never clocked that, but Chandler's got a goatee. He's rocking the Iron Man look. So yeah, 21 to 25. So that means, yeah, there's four on here. Hang on, how could that be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 episodes on this tape. Whoa. Yeah, 106 minutes. And if you grab one like that random, they say 85 minutes. So you get an extra episode on that one. That's pretty cool. And then we start with Series 4. Series 4, episodes 1 to 4. In the purple colour. Or the lilac. Or the jasmine colour. I don't know. The lavender. Yeah, lavender. Yeah, I like season 4. It's quite funny. I like all the series. 5 to 8. Episodes 5 to 8. And this is the artwork as well that appeared on the DVDs. But you only got 3 of them on the DVDs because there was only 3 DVDs per season. Because basically they did the flipper disc, didn't they? So back to back. So you missed out effectively on 3 of these artworks, you know. So getting them on VHS, you got all the artworks really. If you wanted to do some sort of Friends collage, you know, artwork project. This is 9 to 12 episodes of the Blue. Bit of blue for dads, eh? Season 4, episodes 13 to 16. So basically all the same style in season 4. Just different colors and shit. And pictures. Episodes 17 to 20 on series 4. Stereo, obviously. I'll have to crack one of these out and see what the quality's like, because I remember the quality to be pretty shit, to be honest. Series 1 at least as well was diabolical. And final one, 23 episodes in series 4, 1 less than their normal run. Series 3 had 1 more. This has got 1 less, and that's because of the... Oh no, they did actually special feature length episode. Oh yeah, because it was part 1 and part 2. And so you got episodes 21 to 23. This is the one that contains the one with the wedding. It's a 2-parter, so that's why it's 23 episodes. So technically it is 24 episodes, because the London is a special feature, like 2-parter. So I bet the minutes are the same, aren't they? Yeah, 83 minutes, just like the other tapes. So yeah, and that's that one basically. That is all the VHS tapes I own. The only other, I did say I would let you know which VHS tape I wanted. There's only one more VHS tape that I actually want to buy in my life. I've got no incentive to go out and purchase VHS because, you know, they might look okay on the system, but I'd rather appreciate the film in a better way. Unless, like in what I'm about to say, I want the Blair Witch Project on VHS because I think that film would be mega ace to see in VHS. So I do actually want to go pick that up on VHS, or like old, maybe 28 Days Later. I don't know. Just because of the way it was shot, though. That's it. Only because it was shot. Actually, no, not 28 Days Later. Just the Blair Witch Project. Anyway, that's all the VHSs I own, guys. Thank you very much. I don't think I'll ever do a DVD because I have got quite a few, and I go through them studio by studio anyway, so kind of pointless to do here's all my DVDs, guys, because you already see them. And maybe in the future I'll do all my 4Ks and I'll do all my Blu-rays, who knows. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.